absolute train wreck. The numbers are out for the new Doctor Who. Yay. And these ratings are the lowest ever for a premiere, lowest ever for Doctor Who, period. Everybody's tuned out. People gave Ruby Road, the special, a little bit of a chance, which was the lowest rated special ever, and lowest rated after the David Tennant 60th anniversaries. They just wrecked it. Nobody liked it after Jodie Whittaker. Nobody liked these returns. It's just too much, and here they go. They're already out there with the media. Sorry, straight white men, Doctor Who was never made for you. Well, guess what? They're not watching. And so nobody's watching because it's not for anybody else. What's interesting, these science fiction adventure properties really are the interest of straight white men. So if Aisia Itfikar, who's probably just an AI bot, wrote this, nobody else is watching it. Nobody else. We're going to get into the ratings and how crazy this is in just a moment. They promised this whole way that it's going to upset fans. It's going to turn fans off. And they stuck a big middle finger to you the whole way. Russell T Davies and Ncuti Gatwa both. And then they cried victim about it before it even came out. They knew exactly what they were doing. This was an intentional destruction of Doctor Who on behalf of Disney. And they're getting what they paid for. That's that. All right, my name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author, an award-winning comic creator, and a longtime Doctor Who fan. My gosh, it's been so painful. I just did my reviews of both of these episodes as a science fiction writer and just told you where they went wrong on the writing level. I hopefully did right here in the Stars Entwined. It's a great trilogy and really pays off through the 3 books. It's a slow burn to start, but it really, really ramps up, and I think you'll really enjoy it if you're a fan of Doctor Who or like Babylon 5. The classics before everything became about identity politics. You guys have been coming in real hard over the last couple weeks picking this up. Really appreciate you for doing so. That link's in the description below. Thank you so much again for doing this. All right, so here's the deal with Doctor Who. From the moment I saw Ncuti Gatwa dancing the night away in a bright outfit during the 2023 Christmas special, I knew I would fall in love with this iteration of the Doctor. Nobody else would. Not everyone was as excited by such a unapologetically queer black Doctor Who, though. A vocal contingent of keyboard warriors took to social media to claim the show had gone too woke. Oh gosh, well, those chuds are in for it because everybody wants woke except for them, right? This is where you're wrong. Now, this was a post that the Metro made last night in order to just bait everybody across this, Doctor Who fan spectrum. And immediately, this got so much pushback that the Metro deleted their Twitter account. Very, very funny. So not going the way they thought it did. I mean, if you're going to delete your Twitter account over some pushback over an article, you're maybe going the wrong direction. So that's not it, though. But nobody else was watching this show going the wrong direction at the same time. Now, David Tennant and the specials were absolutely terrible. Once you saw the first iteration there and they were introducing the trans rose, this is not the trans rose, you knew that there was going to be a problem. And they lectured you the whole episode about the male presenting Time Lords. That was terrible. And most beautiful daughter in the world. The second episode, they actually had a decent second episode, except for the beginning where they stopped to go see Isaac Newton. And Isaac Newton was certainly not Isaac Newton. It was an Indian guy. And they did this intentionally. And it's like the entire point of current Doctor Who by Russell T Davies is to stick a middle finger to fans, tell you you're stupid, and then call you a bigot for not liking it. It's insane. And that's exactly what's happening here. They said it was going to go this way. Russell T Davies has said this is going to be all about identity politics. He said, why wouldn't you write that in 2024? We saw in Space Babies. The entire episode was just like, the whole point of it was to like have this little lecture about abortion in the middle of it, which didn't even make sense given the context of the episode. You can go watch my review on that for more. This next episode, of course, was this thing. The Devil's Cord. It is definitely the Devil's Cord. Ironic again. So let me get this straight here. So you start this off, and goblins are eating babies in the first episode. So the globalist goblins that you represent, Russell T Davies, eating babies, and okay, makes sense. Next, your anti-abortion message ends up with like the heroes stopping babies from being killed. Okay, cool. So I guess the pro-life people are heroes. Thanks, Russell T Davies. And in this one, like the weird, creepy transgender person is like a satanic, evil, demonic being that's ruining everybody's everything because it's attempting to steal music. Okay, yeah, that sounds right. It sounds like what they're doing in Hollywood. These evil, demonic, LGBTQ bad actors are trying to just steal everything that's good and that you love and destroy it all. And we need to save it from that. You're right. I changed my mind. Russell T Davies, these are based. Like, thank you very much, like, for validating exactly what I've been saying for years. But that's the thing with the woke messaging. It never works because, like, they're so immersed in lies. Their entire lifestyles are lies that this is what happens. They can't even get their stories straight. And what happens as a next result of this is this. The overnights are in. The shills will ignore it and spin this, but this is the spin. The fact Doctor Who is not Doctor Who, audiences do not care. No, they don't. Nobody's watching. Episode 1, 2.6 million overnight. Episode 2, 2.4 million overnight. This is atrocious, my friends. This is about the worst you could ever see for a Doctor Who episode. It is actually the worst. And you can see a lot of these people are just out. Absolute drivel, no story. The baby's idea was ridiculous. Time to put it to rest. Oof. Bad responses here. Now, as a comparison, Jodie Whittaker's last season was like this. The first episode was double the overnight ratings. And the special by the end, you see how it just collapses and collapses and collapses and collapses. This one went down pretty low, this special. And now we're at the biggest low ever. So at what point does like Disney or the BBC go, hey, Russell T Davies with no leash, no oversight, who is writing these super lazy episodes, but he's setting up this like mystery of Ruby and in her past, just like Rose had with her, like she wanted to meet her father, but Ruby wants to go back to her past, and now they're setting up this like new villain who like with this like the one who waits. Oh, Bad Wolf is on the sign instead of the waits on the sign. Oh, he's being so lazy, just in everything they're doing to set everything up too. Even identity politics aside, it's like unbelievable here, and it's showing. The bad writing is showing across the board. You pair bad writing with like these actors who are just so bad. It's just painful to watch. Like they are overacting so much. This gal who plays Ruby does not seem like she's meant for this role whatsoever. I guess it's good she's already announced her exit, and then he's just running around like, just overacting so badly. It's painful to watch this episode. Painful to watch him. I mean, they've really done a number like none other I've ever seen before, and the audience is pissed. The audience knew it with the Goblin episode, like it was going to be a problem. They knew it with the bi-generation. They knew it because they're gonna double down on the timeless child. He said as much. Russell T Davies said he's going to do it. So all this continuity is just being thrown completely out the window. Any sort of like respect for the world building of Doctor Who's past has been completely thrown out the window. They are just destroying this property 100%, and nobody's even watching. This is wild. So they're going to come in, and what they're going to do is be like, oh, but the streaming numbers on Disney Plus, Disney Plus promoted it, and it's the best ever over there. And, of course it is. And we've seen that Disney Plus as a platform is pretty dead right now, too. So it's going to get pretty interesting here. Now, even if people tuned in for the first episode or for the Church on Ruby Road, I don't see anybody really giving this much of a chance after that. There's nobody out there. I've not seen any reviews other than the shill access media saying this is something we love. This is doing honor to Doctor Who. This is something that of a plot that makes sense. None of it does. It's just like it's been a gay song and dance routine. It really has. And people don't want that out of Doctor Who. People want time and space adventure with cool sci-fi. And you're not delivering that, Russell T Davies. Even the politics aside, which is hard to put aside because he shoves it right in your face, like you're a dog that pooped in the house. He wants you to rub your nose in it. That's what he does with the politics. But at the same time, there's nothing to anything else in the episodes. They don't make sense. The doctor isn't the doctor. He's just this like quizzling, whining black guy who's gay. And that's what we got. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Crazy numbers. I was expecting them pretty bad, but I was shocked when I saw this. I couldn't believe it. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.